What's going on, family? I'm pleased to bring to you part 6 and the final chapter in getting this beautiful 50th anniversary Camaro back together. If you joined the channel for the very first time, I am L to the W. I am a YouTuber, a disabled veteran, and a car enthusiast. So, long story short, if you haven't watched the other parts, you really need to watch that to catch up as to what's going on. But I had a deer accident. I got all the car fixed. I had a body shop paint the fender and the front end, and they did a horrible job matching the paint. And I had everybody tell me I need the blend. Well, I didn't need the blend. I just had to wait an ungodly long time, but I finally found a competent body shop, and he did a phenomenal job matching the paint to the rest of the car. So basically, we agreed on that he would paint the fender first, and then he would go on and do the front end if we were happy with the color. So right now the front end's at the shop, but in the meantime I need to finish going ahead getting this fender adjusted. I can go ahead and get the wheel well that's right up there in. I can get my headlight that's on the shelf installed, and that'll put me that much more ahead of the game for when that comes. So let me just show you what's all involved in the fender. There's one bolt right there, and there's another one way up there that you really can't see. There's two down here. We see those two brackets sticking out. There's the two right here in the very bottom part of the fender. There's one right here up by the wipers. Then there's one here, and there's one here. Okay. So now the good thing is this isn't like the older cars like my Grand National where you need to use a bunch of shims and that to get the fender in alignment, but they still do need to be aligned. The holes here are somewhat ovalish to let you go ahead and align it. And I did find that pretty much getting these two screws set pretty much gets the entirety of the fender. And this one here, I'm gonna have to push it down just a little bit there to get to line up with the hood. So what we got here, what we're looking for is a nice smooth continuous line all the way down the fender. We want this gap to be good. We want this transition, which right now is slightly high, so when I tighten that up I'm going to push it down to make that level. We have a good gap through here. We have a good consistent gap through here, which too, when I tighten that up, I'll push it in somewhat. And we want to make sure that all these lines match up, like I said, and we want to make sure that we have a nice consistent line all the way through. And we'll make sure our body lines match up, which I'm pretty happy with the way everything is lined up. So now we're going to go ahead and finish tightening all this down. We're going to bolt this reservoir up, and then it'll be time to put in the liner. So one thing I failed to mention is this top screw here for the fender and the one up there is a Torx 30, and you're going to need a really long extension to reach this piece. And be careful, because that piece is painted from the factory, so you don't want to scratch it up, make it obvious that it's been in there. Alright, hopefully this will be the last time I ever have to mess with this headlight. Okay, now this one goes here. As tight as a brand new clip. Ooh, that makes me so happy to have that headlight in. Alright, we also have this little decorative trim piece that needs to go in up here. So it clips in like that. Did it go in? Outstanding. Alright, now the last piece is the fender liner here. that we'll be able to get done before the front end comes in. This isn't as easy as you think it would be. There you have it. Liner's in. I guess the key is to get it around the spring first, but ooh, that was a whole lot harder than what I thought it was. It's not as flexible as you would think, but it's in there. And now I can put the tire on for what will be the last time, at least for this process. Let me take off my... Hey, word to the wise. Take the sticker off before you put it in. Otherwise you won't get it all out. Oh well. Pretty stickers, huh? Alright, I'm going to put the tire on, and then that's going to be it for what I can do until the front end gets here. So this is why I don't throw things away. It appears there's two screws, plastic screws right here and right here that need to be transferred to this new piece. It's also interesting if you look right here, you see this piece here and then this long piece right here. They must have redesigned it because here's that same piece. And see, now there's a big gap. See, like here's the two pieces. And how this is really close and this is long. Now it's just like this. So they saved some money, I guess, trimming that. But yeah, this goes behind the front fascia. It gives it that support. It's actually like your bumper, like right here. You have the thing, that styrofoam that be like right behind here. So we need to get these screws out and then secure it, and I can get that onto the car. Oh, interesting. Now it uses these square bits. And this is the moment we've been waiting for. The front end is finally back from paint. I have enough confidence that this guy painted it correctly. I'm just going to go ahead and throw the parts on, and fingers crossed, remember how all this goes. So the first thing I want to do is go ahead and put the grill in, kind of give this front end some structural rigidity. Okay. So there's some clips here. See these little jaggy things on the front end? They slide in to these little holes here in the grill. That was a lot harder than it looked, trying to get all these clips lined up that pop through. Next step in this, we're going to go ahead and insert the grill for the daytime running light. It just snaps in. There's some clips here. They go through these holes right here. It's fairly simple. You're gonna have to give it a good whack. Don't be shy. There's little clips that to lock in. Before we can screw this in, we have to install some of these metal screw things. 1, 2, 3 right here. Not a problem, they just clip right in. Next step is we have to figure out this wiring harness that powers everything here. Oh, we need to put in the side markers. These just easily clip in. It's easy to tell which side because you know the passenger side got damaged. That one's new. I know on the driver's side has this plug here. So we're just going to start working our way down. Figure it out. Alright, so I made a little error. On the passenger side there's a scoop here, and it has to go under the daytime running light. It was removed on the driver's side because of the Pro Charger. There was certain things like this I had to come off to make room. It's okay, it's okay. Not a biggie. The good thing is now I know that because I'm missing that piece on the other side, that these 3 places to clip the wiring are not going to be there because they're part of that. So I'm going to have to start with this piece here where it lies off, which would be right here, and that's going to attach right there. And now the rest of it we still kind of have to figure out where it goes. But okay, it's going to go right here in the grill pieces right here. See, sometimes it just takes a second to look at everything and figure it out. So the grill has all the little holes for the clip. Alright. And that's it, that's done. There's not much more I could do because I don't have the scoop on this side. Like I said, because of the Pro Charger, to make room for these things, like the blow-off valve, these pieces had to come off. So, sweet. First thing we need to do is put this bumper support on. See how we have these clips here? They lock into these tabs. So, we just need to go ahead and like that. See how those line up. Now the moment you all been waiting for. Lift this front end on. Start getting it secured. Forgot how heavy this thing is, all the pieces on it. Now I have to install these 3 clips because I replaced the bracket on the side and it did not come with them. Just right here, which would have been a whole lot easier if I'd done that before I put all this together. This is the next piece that goes in the car. This actually clips in the fender. So I found out that you can actually, only one hole, this one here, is what goes to the fender. So what you need to do is these 2 holes, right here and here, screw into the fender. So we're looking at this hook right here, and what it's going to do is go through this hole, and we're going to give it a little twist. Put it in here. Give it a little twist. You might have to play with those a little bit, but there you go. Let's see. These 2 clips right here will go into these 2 holes in the bumper and lock it in place. Plus that 1 screw will go through that hole. And see, now right here's where the clips are, and we just push it in like that. And it's in. Now we just put in that last screw right there. Next up we have these 2 trim pieces that go in here. Now there is a little latch right there that's going to snap this back together. So this one will go in first. You see you got these pieces right here. They're going to slide into these little slots. Now we have this air deflector that needs to go on, and it goes on like so. So like that. And there's two of these, so basically you got these metal clips here that run through, and then this hole is where this will go, and you got two of those. And then we're just going to go ahead and finish putting all the screws in there all the way down, and we have a couple of screws here and through here, and then that's pretty much about make it done.